Hi, my name is Larry Rodriguez. I've been writing statements on behalf of Sharon Harris. She's being sexually molested and robbed by cops from Houston, Texas for 13 years. Though the circumstances on who's been being robbed for 13 years have been made clear in previous statements. Presently, I'm in the hospital. It's January 19th. The time, presuming I, is 11 a.m. right now. They're planning to discharge me real soon. They say. I came into the hospital with a bowel illness, and the bowel illness is not completely cured. And they're about to discharge me with my bowel virus not completely cured. So every time they do this often with the same virus. Every time they do this, they discharge me. I'm not fully healed. The virus is still in my body. I go outside, discharged, and it worsens. And I start to defecate on myself everywhere I go, uncontrollably. In the streets, anywhere I can, better than in my pants. And a lot of times, I miss it. And the reason I'm being discharged prematurely is because the cops from Houston, Texas, and the motorcycle cop, who's also associated with the cops from Houston, Texas, they're robbing me. And I think that they're gonna make it appear that the people that have been coming into my room have been getting a credit card from me. They're gonna say I gave it to them, and they're gonna have me walk out of the room so the cameras could see me and see all of the medical staff that walk into my room that probably used the credit card. They're gonna say that these people got the credit card from me, that I gave them permission to use it, and I didn't give them permission to use anything. It's like it's the motorcycle cop. He's always following me, 24 hours a day. He's behind me. I rejected his homosexual games in the past. For 13 years, I think he has a fatal attraction because everything he does is homosexual toward me. He's sort of like a butch queen homosexuals. Butch queens homosexuals like to get beat up. You can quote me on that with any psychiatrist. And that's probably why there's a lot of homosexuals that get beat up, because they don't stop and they keep on and they keep on and they keep on because they want to get beat up. But I can't beat no homosexual man up, especially if he's not a cop, especially if he is police. That's insane. That's bizarre. There's something psychologically wrong with a person like that. Well, anyway, to continue my statement, nobody gave me a credit card. I didn't give nobody a credit card. I didn't sign no papers in relation to the gifts that the Sharon Harris gave me. And we all know that the gifts that the Sharon Harris gave me were actually brought with my money, which the cops from Houston brought and paid for with my money by using my image and namesake and pictures. For the last 13 years, they've been robbing me like that. They must owe me millions, possibly billions. There's no telling what the gifts the Chevron Evers gave to me all. It was quoted by some that some of the plays in New York City were purchased by the Chevron Evers Financial Institute, also associated with being associated with the Financial Institute of the Chevron Evers, Yankees, Madison Square Garden, so many things. And the cops from Houston, Texas used my image and my namesake in pictures to get money for these things. That legally makes everything they got with my namesake and an image belonging to me. I want everything that they stole from me and that the government stole from me. Because the government stole from me also, the government knows what these cops is doing, and the government does not stop these cops from continuously robbing me. As a matter of fact, these cops are trying to entrap me in crimes they commit to try to lock me up so they could keep robbing me. And the government sanctioned these cops to surveil me. So I would say that the government sanctioning these cops to surveil me, and that they're knowing that these cops robbed me and are robbing me. The government has responded to superior principal actors, because they could have stopped this years ago, and they haven't, and they still robbing me. They still didn't stop it. So I want all the money that these cops stole from me. I want all the property that the Chevron Evers Financial Institute, with my money, purchased. I didn't give nobody permission to represent me. The cops from Houston, Texas have body doubles of me. All around they use for many things. The way they go about using my body doubles is they get a picture of the body double, side or back, next to a, for example, this is just an example, Lou Ferrigno. And then what they would do is they would have Lou Ferrigno walk behind me, on the side of me, behind me, so they can get a picture of him next to me, so it could look like I'm walking with him, and they can get a full picture of my face with Lou Ferrigno. And Lou Ferrigno would be the identifying element to say that I committed the transaction in relation which Lou Ferrigno may have commenced with the body double, who you can only see his back or the side of his head. And to seal that, to lock that, as it being me, they get another picture, they stalk me, and get Lou Ferrigno to walk behind me, and they take a picture of me walking forward from the front with Lou Ferrigno walking to the front as well, so they could see his face, my face, walking in the same direction, so they could associate us with us being together. And we're not together. I don't even know him. I don't even talk to him. I don't even know he's behind me. Well, that's just that's not a hypothesis. That's a simulation of what they're doing in order to commit all kinds of frauds. I want everything these cops stole from me back. I don't have no money because these cops is giving my money away to strangers and their accomplice, so they can say that if they get caught, they can say that I gave my money away, that I was the one that gave the properties and transacted in the properties of which were purchased with my money by the Financial Institute of the Chevron Areas. My money. And I'm tired of these cops stalking me. And this cop, he got homosexual problems. There's something wrong with him. He's stalking me, robbing me, but he's stalking me on some homosexual. What's that word? Fatal attraction. Yeah, that's it. And I don't want to be stalked no more. I don't want to be bothered with these police no more. They're always on top of me everywhere I go. I'm always uncomfortable. These cops is all on top of me all the time, sending strangers around me. People I don't even know to associate themselves with me, to impose themselves on me, to crowd my space. I'm very uncomfortable about this. Playing homosexual games, getting derelicts to come in my face, look at me in the eyes and everything like that. You know, it's like they're trying to provoke me into a assaultive act or something against somebody so they can lock me up. I guess they think that if they lock me up, they can better rob me. But all I'm trying to say is, these cops are still robbing me. They're still harassing me. They're still preventing me from getting a place where I could live peacefully, because they're associated with people in HRA, and they have HRA place me in these places. It's very dangerous, hazardous for a 64-year-old man. And when I go there, it's like everybody that's there is like associated. You know, the tenants is associated with the cops from Houston, Texas, to harass me, play homo games with me, bully me, and everything. So I ended up in the street. And that's why I live in the street, because I don't have my money that the cops from Houston, Texas is stealing from me, where I can purchase my own home. They've stole enough money from me for me to be able to buy at least 20 mansions, because these cops are stealing millions and millions of dollars from me, weekly, monthly, etc., etc. And they're saying that I'm giving the money to everybody, that it's me and not them. And nobody seems to be helping me or trying to help me. I've written so many government entities, and everybody's like not doing anything about it. I want my money these cops are stealing from me. Please. My name is Larry Rodriguez. I'm not committing crimes. Judge, please. Help me. This has been going on for a long time. Please appoint me a attorney. I am indigent, homeless, and the cops from Houston, Texas are police officers. These actions require criminal 1983 proceedings. Because they're cops violating my civil rights while they're robbing me. They're committing the crimes of robbery while they're committing the violations of civil rights. I am a government recipient. I may not be incarcerated, but I am a government recipient, and I believe that I'm entitled to appointment of attorney legally. And I've been asking for this equity of law in many of my statements, and I'm not getting it. I have a right to it. It's like my right to the equal protection of the law and the due process of the law, of equity of law, is being denied, infringed, and overlooked while these cops is robbing me. They keep robbing me and robbing me and robbing me and robbing me. If I was to go into a bank and step up to the bank with a note, not a gun, and the note not threatening, just a note, give me $100,000, and the bank followed the instructions on the note and gave me $100,000, and I left, walked out the door, then I will have all points bulletin out, warrants out for my arrest, because I robbed the government one time. But the government is robbing me dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of times. And I have pointed it out and indicated it, and it is right there. It's not hidden. They're doing it right in front of the eyes of everybody. And they're allowed to do it. They're not stopped. They're not questioned, and an accusatory instruments are not crafted out for these cops. When they have enough evidence to craft out an accusatory instrument many times over. My name is Larry Rodriguez. I'm not committing a crime. I want my property and money that the government stole from me. I'm entitled to it. It's mine. I don't have to go to court for what belongs to me. The government has to bring the cops from Houston, Texas, and the superiors, the supervisors, a responder superior to court, not me. The government has to work for me. I am the citizen, and I am entitled to protection of the government. I believe that that's one of the constitutional laws. It may be Constitutional Law 9 or Constitutional Law 12, where everybody in the United States shall be protected by the Constitution and the laws of the United States if they're living in the United States soil. I'm an American citizen, but even if you're not an American citizen, one of these constitutional laws, 9 or 12, will protect you if you are on American soil, even if you're in prison in American soil, they will protect you, the government, with their laws and regulations. It's a fact. It's written in the 9th Amendment or the 12th Amendment. Please, give me equity of law. Give me my money that these cops, the government stole from me. Stop having favoritism for the government when they're thieves. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, Judge.